Hello, thanks for watching Intuit Practice Management and viewing overdue engagements. From the engagement dashboard, you'll notice I can't really see which engagements are overdue. Right? You wouldn't look at that from there. I mean, if I go into, click on a number and click View All for this particular engagements, I can see my current status is on extension and they're due, so these are not overdue. So that's not going to be the way to do it from the engagement dashboard itself. A couple ways to find quickly overdue engagements. Of course, on the client itself, you can click to a client and there's an overdue column here. Right, so you know that this one's overdue, and I'm going to click on payroll forms. It'll launch the engagement. I can tell the date is Wednesday. Oops, forgot to do the direct deposit, etc. Another way to do it, and maybe look at, because this is going to be client specific, but what about, say, almost a dashboard of overdue engagements, would be to build a report. So if I go to reports, and then I have system reports here, and I look at engagement management, I've created overdue engagements by client. So what I did is I took this engagement list by client budget status report and just added an overdue column to it. So let's go ahead and launch that. Now I can see all my overdue engagements and even by client there on the left. The reporting itself are very powerful. You just click the protractor to add columns that you want, and I think a better example would be to start with, say, the overdue by client budget status, and I'll leave the notes alone, and say you want to add some things. I'm going to go ahead and click Edit Report Settings, and it's going to make a copy of the report, and you'll be able to name it. But you'll notice step 2, and you can create reports from scratch, but I think it's just faster, instead of reinventing the wheel, to start with some report that's already exists and then just modify it. So there are basic engagement fields you can add. Due date, this is where I found the overdue. My task, yes or no. There's some yes or no questions that will be in the columns. User assignments, who it's assigned to, full name, initials, time input, and budget status, and percent input. These are things you can add as columns and rearrange them, of course, with the arrows. There's also custom fields that you might have created, or how about some client information? And this will give you all the different client fields that it can pull through and to put on and insert as a column onto the report. Okay, is everything from WIP history, etc. So building reports is going to be huge, but this is where I went to actually create my overdue engagement report itself, and so that I can tell what's overdue. So that is how you would know what's overdue, what engagements are overdue within practice management, either on the client itself, where you're going to drill in to several of these in process, or let's say bookkeeping, for example, click View All, and I'll know if it's overdue because, well, it was 9/26. Again, I could add a different column to this little report, or create your own report, and that's what I suggest, called Overdue Engagements. Hope that was helpful. Have a good day.